Alright, welcome to episode 77 of Adventures in Inbetweening. Today I am looking at some clips from the first 6 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Wonderful series, and let's look at some animation now. Whew, so much going on there. So the first part here, Ed has just created this club with his face on the end of it. And even though it's metal, it's still going to drag as he's bringing it up. Just to, it's one of those things in animation that you can do, especially 2D animation. You can really cheat that. And then we get a bit of an overshoot and a settle back there. Now, the animation stops here, but what we're going to do is we're going to have a highlight come on. And that's going to, not make the animation feel like it's stopped. It's going to keep things moving, keep it alive. Now, Al is coming from behind here to attack the freezing alchemist. He's punching really fast, swinging his arm quickly, leading with the elbow, swinging it across there. Freezing alchemist, though, turns out to be very agile. It's going to bend back so that Al misses. You can see him missing there, and he's following through with that arm. He's a big, heavy, his soul has been bonded to the suit of armor, so he's a very big, heavy character. Ed and Al are brothers. Ed's going to be coming in here to take care of Al, his little brother. Charging forward, club raised, and now we're going to cut to the freezing alchemist. Now there's 2 shots here in only 19 frames. This happens really quick. We just see the expression on the face there, and then we see the club coming towards camera, that point of view shot. Now we go to this shot, and it's like, what is even happening here? What is all this blur? And what we're doing is we're actually going smash, zooming back, and look at this terrific composition here. One beautiful silhouette, super clear. When you've got the posing and the composition so clear like that, you don't really need animation. The camera is the only thing that needs to move there. Now this is great. Ed is pulling his cape in front of his face here. You saw how close his head was. But as soon as the cape goes past, we cut back here to this medium wide shot. And it's just this big cheat, but it's just such a good transition between the 2 shots. And then his little brother Alphonse comes up there, show out how big he is with the suit of armor. It's like a poster, that frame. It's just beautiful. Now we cut to this close-up of Ed. He's all grown up now. We went to this transitioning from a shot when he was younger. And we see this fist coming in as he's ducking his head down. And it turns out that Ed and Al are sparring now. So Ed's crouching down. He's testing out the new automail that Winry just repaired for him because he got it destroyed. Al is kicking forward here. Ed is jumping up. They're both very fast. They don't go halfway when they're sparring. They go fully, using all the power that they can. You can see that Ed's doing this terrific compression and then this wonderful extension, foreshortening towards the camera. Al's got the arms up. Ed's putting his weight on there, pushing off, pushing Al back. Al's going to stumble back a couple steps. Ed's going to do the back somersault all the way through there, and Al's immediately regained his balance, charging forward. Look at that extension on Ed there as he lands, and on that, we're going to cut to the medium shot now. It's only an 11-frame shot, and as Ed continues down, Al's arm comes in here, automail against armor. Now this is it's a really short shot. This one's only 12 frames, and we immediately cut, and it's Ed's foot coming up here, kicking Al, and there was that blur, and then that's gone. And then we go to the next shot. It's an 8-frame shot, just boom, 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 boom. All these just kind of visceral actions happening. And then we cut to this wide shot, boom, and all that needs to really animate is the drapery, the stuff on Ed's armor there, on Al's armor, the little thing that he's got on his head there. We've got Ed's clothes. Otherwise, it's just a complete held cell with the dust animating. Just they make such good use of environmental effects in this, and just using as little as possible to tell as much story as possible. And for anyone who's seen the story, I mean, it's just, and you saw that there with Ed charging forward, and this is Father Cornello, who's got the Philosopher's Stone. this story is just such an emotional story with so many characters going through so many incredible arcs. It's a real journey to watch this entire show. So here, Ed has chopped off the metal that Cornello had here. Cornello's shocked. It's going in opposite directions, clearly framing his face between them. And Ed can be a little bit cocky sometimes. He's like, yeah, too slow, I got you. Look at that parallax here. Again, terrific, really minimal animation, but you've got the metal traveling faster than the face. And it's blurred out, and we've got the hair moving on top. The head is just a completely single frame, held still, just panning across. And here's you can go back to see the two frames there, the beginning frame and end frame, just to see how much parallax actually happened with that debris in the foreground. Now we cut out to Al here, hanging from the stairs. Scar is attacking them. Boom, he's collapsing the stairs. But look at these stairs here. Al initially was holding on to him as a complex painted background. Now we got to cut from that to something that's animatable. So it has to be flat colors if you're going to be animating those stairs frame by frame. So we cover that up with dust. We cover that up with a camera shake. We cover it up with a lot of detail, a lot of motion, and it doesn't really feel like, oh, that was something that wasn't supposed to be animated going to something animated. If Al had been hanging onto those stairs and they were already drawn flat color, it wouldn't have been as effective. It wouldn't have been as visually appealing. Now Ed and Al are escaping here. That Scar, look at him coming down the stairs. He's so scary. So it looks like they're getting away, but uh-oh, Scar's hand comes up. That's all he needs to do. Brings his hand forward, and you can see his whole body disappears here, and all we see is the devastation going on. This stone that Ed was making for them to escape is breaking. Yeah, Scar always has these lightning effects when he's using his alchemy, I believe it is. And yeah, you can see even the secondary impact there. I mean, it's atomizing everything. And some of it even turns into powder. Like, Scar is just so powerful. We're just learning about Scar's powers here. And he's just going to keep walking slowly forward. Just an unstoppable force. So we cut to the next shot here. Ed and Al are crashing as they're trying to escape. You can see they're out of control. The rock behind them is disintegrating, hitting the ground, debris everywhere. Now, I've sped this up here 15 times, just what I'm drawing with these little rocks here. You can still see it takes so long. Like, this is time-intensive animation, and keeping track of it all and making sure the volumes are all working. And you can see it, a lot of times the drawing is holding for 2-3 frames as it's moving. It's still moving on ones, but the same drawing is going to be holding. Now we cut to here, and it's like, oh, what is this? We're not quite clear where we are. We smashed out for a few frames. It looks like it's a hand. Maybe it's Al's armor. We see this color change. Whoa, high contrast. And then we reveal what's going on, because this is a big deal. Smashing out over 4 frames to reveal that Al's armor has been partially destroyed by Scar's power here. Scar thought there was somebody in the armor. He didn't quite realize, that he was going to be destroying Al's body, even though, Al still is able to survive that. So then here, the last shot, it's such an epic shot. So Scar is just showing Ed, yeah, you know what? You have no power compared to me. Boom! Ed's arm shatters here. Ed is thrust back. His automail arm is just completely broken into pieces. We see the hand there with the fingers just kind of helplessly flailing around. And these drawings, this is on super slow motion. These drawings are held like for 8 frames with the camera shake going on. Boom, 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 boom. It's like I say, such an emotional moment, so epic to watch in real time. And again, just drawing out the detail here at 15 times speed. Beautiful shapes, silhouette, the groupings, everything's super clear. Oh, so much, so much. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'm watching through the entire series again slowly, and it's an emotional journey. Recommend it for anyone who hasn't seen it. And I hope you like the breakdown. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care.